So today we are going to start our experiment number 6, okay, and that is about organic content determination test. We know in the soil specimen there remains some organic content, which is basically we need to determine that organic content because of some physical and some chemical or some biological factors, okay. So we have to determine how much organic content is present on the soil specimen. So we already have determined the moisture content determination. So from that soil specimen we can use this on this test also. So we will gradually know about this in the test procedure. Now we will know about purpose. What is the purpose of this test? This test is performed to determine the organic content of soil. The organic content is, what is organic content? It's basically the ratio expressed as percentage. So the organic content is expressed as percentage of the mass of organic matter in a given mass of soil to the mass of dry solid soil. So basically it is the two ratio, okay. One is the mass of organic matter, okay, for a soil and a mass of dry soil. So there is a soil which is, we know, the wet soil, which remains the organic content, okay, and this is same soil but we have dried this on oven or yeah. So in the dry portion there will remain no organic. It will be ash. When we will keep it for 1 hour, sorry, for 24 hours, so it will become ash. So we have to first take the sample, that is we already determined in water content, moisture content. So it's basically the ratio, okay. So the two types of soil weight ratio, that is basically the organic content. So we will basically know that is in test procedure. Now we will know what is standard reference. For doing this, for conducting this test, we have to maintain the ASTM D2974, this code, because in this code they already mentioned what are the basic requirements that this test to be determined. And for moisture, for ash, for organic matter, peat. So basically in this test we will have moisture, we will have ash, we will have organic matter. That is, what is organic matter? First we have to know that what is organic. The matter that decompose, okay. The matter that doesn't decompose, that is inorganic. So we can say this is inorganic because these things cannot decompose. But if we keep some soil particle, if we keep some plants, okay, if we keep there for 2 or 3 days, that will decompose one day. So and it will turn to peat. So the matter that decomposes, that turns into peat. So the organic matter we have to determine and organic soil. So this organic matter is connected to peat and organic soil. So what are the significance? Now we will know about the significance. Organic matter influences many of physical, chemical and biological properties of soil. So I already mentioned first, that is the organic matter physically, chemically and biologically interrelated with soil, okay. Some of the properties influenced by organic matter include soil structure, soil compressibility and shear strength. So why this organic content or organic matter is important? Because this thing is related basically for soil compressibility. We already know in geotechnical engineering 1, okay. In theory course we already know what is compressibility, what is shear strength, okay. So basically the soil that resists the internal cohesion or bond, that is shear strength, okay. Or if the soil can be compressed so easily, that terms related compressibility, okay. And soil structure, that means the soil that has less void, that is that is what? Fine grained. Or the soil that has more void, that is coarse grained. So soil structure is another term. In addition, it also affects the water holding capacity, nutrient contributions, particle activity, water and air infiltration rates. So this organic content or organic matter also related to water holding capacity, how much water it can absorb, okay, or absorb, sorry. Nutrient contribution, how much nutrient the soil has. If we use this soil for any plant growth, how much it will be effective for that plant, okay. Then biological activity, water air infiltration rate, that means we know what is infiltration rate. If the soil easily do access to enter the air, enter the water into its pore, that is called infiltration. So we have to know how much water or how much air that infiltrates to that soil. That is called infiltration rates. So these things are related for this organic content. That's why we are doing this test, and we have to know the test procedure. So now we will see the equipments. What kind of equipments we have to we should need. That is muffle furnace. That is called actually oven. Balance, where we will measure the weight. Porcelain dish, where we will keep the soil sample. Then a spatula, where we can easily remove that soil. And then tongs, where we will, by which we can easily handle the hot dish. Okay. So now we will see one by one test procedure. What are the first step? The first step is determine and record the mass of empty, clean and dry porcelain dish. First, we have to take the dish and we have to clean it properly, and then we have to measure the clean weight of porcelain dish. That means first we have to take one reading, that is MP. This dish contains no soil. There is no soil. This is just was only the empty dish. Okay. So first we have measure MP. This is one procedure. There is no soil. It's clean. This is the weight of only empty dish. The second one, place a part of our entire oven dried test specimen from the moisture content experiment in the porcelain dish. Now we have to place. Now we have to place the soil sample that we already have determined in moisture content experiment. Okay. So these things we have to put this soil sample into this porcelain dish. The soil sample which already we have measured in where? Moisture content test. So now determine and record the mass of dish. So after putting this oven dried soil, now we have to take another reading. Okay, by weighting the soil mass. That is called MPDS. So now we have put the oven dried soil into the dish, and now we have weighted another reading. So that is called MPDS. So we already have two data. One is clear. Okay, one is clear dish. The second is dish with oven dried soil. Thank you very much. The third number. Place the dish in a muffle furnace. Now we have to place this dish into muffle furnace or oven. Gradually increase the temperature in the furnace to 440 degrees Celsius. So we have to increase the temperature, that is 440 degrees Celsius. Leave the specimen in the furnace overnight. That means we have to keep the specimen for 1 day. So after that, remove and carefully the porcelain dish using the tongs. Now we have to use the tongs. Okay. So now we have to use that tongs to remove that dish and allow it to cool at room temperature. So now we will keep the dish in a room and we will allow it to be cool. Okay. So after it become cool, what we should do? Determine and record the mass of the dish containing the ash and NPA. So now this soil sample become what? Ash. Now we have to take another reading with this dish, not alone the ash, with this dish also. So this reading is called MPA. So we have taken 3 reading already, almost. The last one is dish with ash. Dish with ash. So these things we have to perform, okay, according to the test procedure. Now we will go to, so after it we will just clean the dish, okay, and we will keep it to its place. So now the data analysis. How we will analyze it? So first we have to determine the mass of dry soil. The first thing is to determine the dry soil. How we will find it? By subtracting MPDS to MP. I mean, what is MPDS?
Dry soil.
Dry soil.
Mass of dish plus dry soil. Okay. So mass of dish plus dry soil minus
Only empty.
minus dish.
MD4.
So what we will find? Mass of the dry soil. So first we determine MD. That means mass of dry soil. So second one, what we should determine? Second one, we should determine mass of ash. What? Mass of ash. So we know this thing is dish plus ash. This thing is dish. So if we want to determine only the ash, we have to subtract MP from MPA. So that thing is MPA minus MP is equal to MA. What is MA? Mass of ash.
Mass of ash.
And mass of dry soil. So we have to determine the organic matter. Now we will find the organic matter, how much organic content is present there. So in third number steps, we will deduct MD. Sorry, we will deduct MA from MD. Okay. So what were the MA? MA were the mass of ash. So we have to subtract the mass of ash of mass from dry soil. Then we will find the organic content. So it's very easy process. Now we have to determine the percentage. How much percent? Because we already know this organic content is expressed in terms of percentage. So now we will determine the percentage of organic matter. So how we will determine? This thing is organic content. This thing is dry soil. So this content is present in from this amount of content, then into 100. So we will easily find the what? Organic matter. So this calculation is very simple. So there is no graph actually. From these equations, by using these equations, we can easily determine what? The organic content. So we have to maintain a table. So each group have to determine the organic matter. Okay, according to the weight of dry soil. So the percentage may vary. One group have to take suppose 50 grams, another group have to take 60 grams. So the organic matter will vary according to their weight. Okay. So there we can see porcelain dish number. I mean that will be 1. We took only one dish. This will be 1. Mass of empty plain porcelain dish. So the first measurement MP. So how much you have determined? 100 gram. Okay, 100 gram. Each group will determine 100 gram because it is a constant. So now we have to determine mass of dish plus dry soil. That means MPDS. So after putting the organic oven dried soil into the dish, you have found it 180 gram. Another group found it 170 gram. Okay. So the third one, mass of the dish and ash. MPA. I mean the dish plus the ash. So after becoming the ash, it will become like 160 gram, and this become 150 gram. So these are the measurement. These are mass of dry soil. So how we will find it? Mass of dry soil. So how much? How much it remains?
80 sir.
It will remains as 80. Thank you very much. And this will
70.
70. We deducted 100 from 180.
180.
We deducted 100 from
170.
So we got this one. Now we have to determine the ash. So how much ash is present here? 60 gram. There 50 gram. How we find it? We deducted 100 from 160. We deducted 100 from 150. So we got it 60 gram and 50 gram. So now we have to determine the organic matter. So what were the formulas? Dry weight. Where is the dry weight?
80 minus 20.
80 minus
20.
80 minus 60 equal to 20.
80 minus 60, 20.
80 minus 60.
Equal 20.
Yes.
MD minus MD.
Sir,
Let's check it.
MD
This is
minus-
MO.
ना सर ऊपर से तो उधर तो सर मास ऑफ ऑर्गेनिक
Yes.
मैटर
we have to determine MO first and MA. So here MA is not needed. We have to first determine
MO.
the MO. Oh, for MO you have to find the MA.
MD minus N.
Okay.
20.
So what will be MO?
27.
20.
20
20
gram.
gram. And here
20.
20.
20 gram. Okay. So what will be the percentage then?
MA divided by MD
Okay.
into 100.
20 divided by what? MD.
MD, sir. 80
25.
Into
100.
100.
25.
25%.
That means 25. And this will become 20 divided by 70 into
28.
100. 28.
28.57.
Okay. So these are the percentage we already have calculated. So for you have to determine the step-by-step procedure. You have to first determine the empty dish. You have to determine the dish with oven dried soil. You have to keep the dish into oven for overnight. After that you have to determine the dish with ashes. Then you have to just subtract the values and then you can easily find the organic matter. So these are the procedure, these are the calculations. So easily you can determine it. Thank you very much.